Botany, third semester, plant taxonomy. Lecture 1, fundamental components of taxonomy, presented by M. Rajeshwari. Fundamental components of taxonomy. Today I am telling you about fundamental components of taxonomy. Taxonomy is basically considered with the classification of organisms. Before attempting to classify, it is necessary to identify and nominate them. Means nomenclature. Taxonomy thus means lawful arrangement of objects into groups and is derived from the two Greek words taxis and namos. The term taxonomy was originally coined by Augustine Pyramus de Candolle in 1813. In his book Theorie Elementaire de la Botanique, this takes into account every available feature derived from morphology, anatomy, embryology, physiology, ecology, and phytogeography. Systematics. Systematics, a term derived from the Latin word of systema, was organized as the major field of study only during the later half to 20th century. Systematics defined as the study of diversity and the history of organisms and evolutionary relationship between them. In short, systematics may be defined as the science of organizational diversity. It is based on the underlying assumption that evolution occurred in the past continuing today. Basic concepts of taxonomy. Classification, identification, nomenclature are four basic components of taxonomy. What is identification? Identification is the determination of unknown plant specimen. The identification is based on overall similarities and dissimilarities with a already known taxon. It is generally made by comparing the character of the plant with an herbarium specimen or indirectly with the help of literature. Generally, the character derived from grass morphology are sufficient for provisional determination. In case the specimen is questioned does not agree or compare with existing predetermined specimen, it is taken to be a new to the science. This is the most extracting situation for the taxonomic to discover a new taxon. Flora, monocarp, manuals and journals are important source of literature. The modern method is use of computer punch card keys. Royal Botanical Garden at Kew in England has a large herbarium and is an International Center of Plant Identification. It is generally published index for reference. Botanical Survey of India (BSI) helps in identification of plants in our country. Nomenclature: providing a correct scientific name to identify plant is called nomenclature. It is necessary for proper communication and identification of taxa. Nomenclature of plants is governed by International Code of Botanical Nomenclature, that means ICBN, through the through its rules and recommendation formed by International Botanical Congress held at regular intervals. The basic rule is that binomial nomenclature should be followed for naming all plants. This means that each plant name must have two words, generic and specific. Next one, classification. Keeping in view of a numerous number of species of plant on this earth, it is impossible to study them individually, and thus it become necessary study them in an organized manner and place them into large or small groups based on their similarities. These groups, the taxa, are then arranged in sequential order into categories according to their rank. Each taxa given plant are grouped under species. Different species with characters related characters are grouped into one genus. Different from genera with common character grouped into family, and so on. It is a sequence of increasing. This classification is an classification popularly known as the lineage systems.